And we are live. Welcome into Tiger Talks Wrestling. I'm your host, Tony, joined as usual by my co-host, the final boss himself, Eddie. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, welcome. But Tony, and to all our viewers, I like to say congratulations to you, Tony, on two things. First of all, congratulations on your Detroit Tigers whooping ass this year. I mean, I can say it. My Yankees were in first, and then they slapped themselves in the ass. But they're getting better. Where it's coming down to the wire. And also, happy anniversary to Comerica Park. 25 years
Yeah,
this weekend. So and as as a active baseball fan, I have been to Comerica Park. It's garbage.
same.
Um, no, I'm only
Hopefully,
joking. It's only joke. No, I gotta say, as a baseball fan, it's a beautiful park that looks into the city of Detroit. I mean,
yes.
it's not the original as Tiger Stadium, but it's a beautiful ballpark and all that. It's just, it's not Yankee Stadium. But congratulations on both of them. 25 years in a beautiful ballpark like that. I mean, congratulations, because you guys, your team has been taking names and whooping asses.
That they have been. I mean, we've got 5 All-Stars going into the All-Star game next week as well. So
Yeah, and it's just a little
that
shocking
including the
that
Dodgers.
it's just a little shocking. We got our boys going. We have our people going in there. Judge is a starter. Glaber Torres, who's with you guys. He couldn't do
Yep,
jack shit with the Yankees, but he goes to
he's
Detroit
doing
and
great
does
with the
this shit.
Tigers.
I'm like, where the fuck was this when you were with us, you asshole? Like, but Glaber's one of our boys. Noah. You guys got him as a free agent. He was part of our. Glaber was a part of our trade with the Lawson Chapman. When the Cubs got Chapman and all that. So congratulations to anybody that's an All Star this year. But now let's get to the real shit. Let's get to wrestling, because I haven't did it in a long time and I'm bored.
Right. I
And
mean,
why
it
am I
is Tiger Talks
reconnecting?
Wrestling, not Tiger Talks Sports, but we could do something like that eventually.
Oh my God, can't we?
I
Can
don't
we
know
have
because
a
I hear you and
spinoff?
see you just fine. So
Can we have a spinoff? Tiger Talk Sports.
potentially,
Oh my God. Yeah. I will love that.
we'd have to get a new logo and stuff for it. But I know a guy.
Oh my God. Now you know, oh my God.
All
You
right.
know a guy that knows a guy. It's like me with the Bronx. you know.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure. All right. Well, last time you seen us as on here with John, of course, because you were in New York at the time. Um, we did our prediction show for the last PLE, which was quite the interesting show. Um, but today we've got this weekend. There's 4 wrestling shows that we can discuss, and we're going to talk about 3 of them a little bit, but we'll talk mainly about the biggest one in depth here. I'm going to bring up, of course, the first show that will take place this weekend. That is NXT's Great American Bash. And I'm not going to go over all the matches. If you want to know all the matches that are taking place at the show, then you can look it up yourself. I just want to talk about a couple things. And I'll let you, if you got anything specific you want to mention about the Great American Bash this year, you can do that as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get to the whole list here. So I'll start by saying I know there's a lot of people that are looking forward to it, but I'm not one of them that's really looking forward to the NXT Championship match. I don't know enough really about Yoshiki Inamura to care if he wins the title or not. And you and I both have never really been that big of a fan of Obafemi, of course. So I can care less who ends up walking out with the NXT Championship.
Yeah,
One match. There's two matches really. Go ahead.
I mean, I agree with you. I don't know that much about. I mean, we know about Obafemi, but yeah, this match, yeah, I don't see anything. But yeah, continue because I think we might be on the same page of what match that we're thinking of. So let's see which one you think first, so I could go right behind you.
Yeah, there's only two matches I really care to talk about a little bit here. The first one I'm going to go into is the Falls Count Anywhere match for the NXT North American Championship. Ricky Saints getting his rematch against All Ego Ethan Page. That one I think will probably steal the show at the Great American Bash because of knowing who the two guys are in the match. I could see it going all over the place, into the parking lot, everything else. Because they're not in Orlando for this, of course. They're on the road. They're in Atlanta, just like everything else is for WWE this weekend. I'm thinking Ricky's going to be walking out with that North American title back around his waist, and when it's all said and done, and then Ethan Page is going to move up to the main roster.
Most definitely, I think Ricky Saints is going to become a two-time, NXT North American champion. I see it's going to be a great because he's like you said, these two guys know each other from AEW. I mean, they did some good things over there too. And who knows? This match might start in Cody Rhodes' house.
Possibly.
I mean, who knows? But yeah, I agree with you with this one. To me, I think it's going to be Ricky Saints because we definitely got to see the Revolution televised again. So.
Yes. The only other match I feel like really worth saying anything about from Great American Bash is the match that should be the main event, in my opinion. Whether or not it will be, we'll have to wait and see Saturday afternoon. Jordynne Grace and, of course, Blake Monroe making her in-ring debut, former Mariah May, against Fatal Influence's Fallon Henley and the NXT Women's Champion, Jacy Jayne. I got Fatal Influence going down in this match because I think it's going to be a prelude of what's going to happen at Evolution. But it should be a good tag team match anyways.
Oh, most definitely. I agree with you because we know the work of Jordynne Grace. We know the work of Blake Monroe when she was by her real name, Mariah May. Plato Influence is going to do what they got to do. But, man, you got to give it up to Plato Influence and Jordynne Grace and Jacy Jayne, man, they're doing double work this weekend. I mean, they're in Evolution, hopefully nothing happens in that match. Right. All that because then what is Evolution going to look like? To me, I feel like, and we'll talk about this, I feel like they threw Evolution together in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it definitely hasn't gotten the promotion that it should have. But
yeah,
we'll get it more.
But yeah, I definitely agree with you.
Anything else you want to mention about Great American Bash before we move on?
Well, I do want to mention one match. I'm not going to talk about the match that got made with Jasper Troy and Devon Evans because we know that's going to be a fucking massacre, and all that. But Sol Ruca and
it should be anyways.
Izzy Dame, her with Tatum Paxley is a little different. And I feel like, and you could tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it is.
Izzy Dame's work has gotten better in the past couple of months.
Yeah, I think it has to.
You know, I don't know if it's because she's sleeping with Braun Breaker or what, but it got really really good.
Right.
But other than
Should
that,
be interesting to see.
most definitely. But other than that, I feel like Great American Bash is not going to be as good.
So, speaking of it, outside of matches, there is one more thing happening at the Great American Bash we do have to mention. Trick Williams, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, of course, will be there, as will be Mike Santana, and I'm going to say it, Joe Hendry, I believe, will be there to sign the contract for their Slammiversary main event that takes place a week later. That should be an interesting contract signing. And I haven't sat down and watched a TNA pay-per-view in a long time, but if I get the chance to, I'll probably watch that pay-per-view, especially for that triple threat match to see who walks out with the TNA World Champion. And this will be a nice prelude to it at the Great American Bash.
I agree with you. That triple threat match is going to be good. And for me, and this is just my thing, I think it's time for that. Every time I pick somebody from the goddamn Bronx, they never win. But damn it, I want Mike Santana to win.
Right?
I want Mike Santana. Yeah. I want Mike Santana. I love Joe Henry. I know he didn't have enough time with that belt. But, man, Mike Santana would be awesome as the TNA champion, because I feel like it's his time. I mean, that nasty injury that he had in AEW, that blood and guts match when he tore his Achilles, he really never came back strong until now. So I feel like it's time for him to step up and be out of the shadow of LAX. I mean, I know they're not in the company, but still, he's always been a tag team specialist. But
yeah,
I would love to see him as a run as a world champion.
Yeah, me too. All right. That's, of course, the Great American Bash starts at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Same time is AEW All In Texas. There's not a lot to talk about from this. I mean, we could talk about every match if we wanted to. I don't plan on it.
Yeah.
No. They'll have both gauntlet matches. I'm not going to even try to pick a winner for either one because you never know who else is going to show up in them. The only two matches I really care to discuss is the Young Bucks versus Swerve and Will Ospreay. The stipulation that they put on that match make it interesting. Young Bucks lose, they are no longer the EVPs of AEW. But if Swerve and Will lose, they cannot challenge for the AEW World Championship for a year.
Oh yeah, that's a match that is gonna. It's not gonna steal the show, but it's going to be It's gonna be because you got the Texas Death Match, with Hangman and John Moxley. That's gonna be a good match. You have this match with the EVPs, doing what they do. You got Timeless Tony Storm and Mercedes going for the world title. And then you got the match that people want to see First time in the United States. I'm not sure, but I think it is.
Yes, it is.
Okada versus Omega.
Right. Yeah, I'd say those are the 4 main matches worth watching when it comes to All In, personally.
Yeah. And then the shittiest match in that card. Double chocolate cookie. Boom! Stay away from wrestling, you stupid asshole.
I mean, luckily that's on the pre-show, but yes, I agree with that.
My God, why? Why?
Yeah, that's stupid. But it'll be interesting to see who.
I'm going to say this to you, Tony. Please go back to Costco. Go back to Costco. Eat a cookie. Eat a chicken bacon, whatever the hell you eat over there. Stay away from this. You're not that good of a wrestler. You get blown out. You blow yourself out at the 5 minutes in a match.
Right. So I'm going to give a little predictions here for those 4 matches at least, real quick. I think Swerve and Ospreay will win their tag team match because I can't see them two not getting a chance at the world title for a year, but you never know. I'm going to go with Omega walking out as a unified champion. I think Mercedes might walk out as the women's world champion. She is still undefeated in AEW, so in singles action. I kind of hate to say it, and I know supposedly the odds are for a new champion. I still somehow feel like Jon Moxley is going to walk out still AEW world champion as well.
I have the same prediction. I mean, something's going to go down in that match, and it's going to be somebody turning on somebody or what. But yeah, they keep going back to Moxley, and don't get me wrong, Moxley's good. I love Jon Moxley. He's good. If you put the title on somebody else, it doesn't. They don't click with the fans like Moxley does.
Right.
You know, I'm a little toss up on that women's match because I feel like Timeless Tony. It's the same thing with Timeless Tony Storm. You put the title on somebody else, and then you take it off a couple of months later because they're not clicking with the fans. Mercedes have to, she has to lose sometimes. I mean, she has to lose some, and this, she's undefeated. She's not Goldberg. I mean,
right.
Do you put the title on her? That means she will have to defend the TNT title, TBS title, whatever which one it is. I mean, but yeah, it's going to be a good, but
TBS.
It's an AEW pay-per-view. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all that needs to be said, right? All right, we'll move on. Be interesting to see who all walks out with gold or who will be new champions or retaining their titles. But then we got tomorrow night, you got 8 o'clock Eastern time on NBC and streaming on Peacock. Saturday night's main event, the 25th edition. 35th? Yeah, 35th, I think. My bad. Oh, no.
I think it is.
I'm mistaken both ways because it's XL, so that's 40th. But anyway, right now they have 4 matches scheduled for Saturday night's main event. Usually they end up having 5, but they just added was it yesterday or the day before? Yesterday, I think. United States Championship match as Solo Sikoa will defend against his big brother Jimmy Uso. I question why Jimmy's the one getting this match instead of Jacob Fatu getting his rematch. Personally, but Solo and his with his MFT is gonna walk out with that U.S. title still around his waist. Even though I'd kind of like to see Jimmy get a chance to be a singles champion like his brother Jay did.
I agree with you. I think you saved that rematch for SummerSlam. Between Jacob and Solo.
Yeah.
Or maybe it won't happen because there's one factor you got to figure out what's going to happen. Is he going to bring reinforcements to help?
I mean, he is supposed to return sooner than later.
Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with Solo. No offense to Big Jim. Big Jim basically hasn't done anything since his brother left.
Since the bloodline?
Yeah.
All right. Move on from there. You got the interpromotional match as you got Seth freaking Rollins going up against L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Left it wide open for you. Yeah.
It's on delay. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess so. So maybe you won't agree with me here, maybe you will, but in my opinion, to date, this is LA Knight's biggest match of his career in WWE.
Hands down, I feel like his biggest was when I feel like maybe his second biggest, because he did face Roman.
Yeah, but you might have a point there, but still. He wasn't. I feel like LA wasn't quite. He was over then, but I feel like he's more over now than what he was then.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I agree with you with that part that he is well over. He is well over now than he was before, and no, I agree with you with that part. Yeah, that part does make sense, but yeah, I mean, who I'm going for, I gotta go with Seth. I mean, I'm going with Seth because something's gonna happen with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. I mean, it's they're setting up a tag team match for SummerSlam with Seth, and it's gonna be a 6-man tag at SummerSlam with LA Knight picking two other partners against Sammy and Penta.
Well, I don't know about that, but we'll see. Sammy's out indefinitely, so that's what they claim anyway. But yeah, I think there's going to be shenanigans, but I do think, man, I'll agree with you. I think Seth is probably going to end up winning it, but I think this is where the tribal chief makes his return and goes after the guys that took him out. And for that matter, this match that match could potentially be the main event of this show as well, but I doubt it with who's in the world title match. They probably shouldn't be
Yeah.
doing it.
Oh yeah.
You also got Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre as well on there. And I mean, this match just came out of left field last week, but I think Drew McIntyre is going to get the win here and kind of still build towards the Randy Orton heel turn that seems to be on its way coming.
Damn, we're both in sync. Holy shit. I was thinking the same thing.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Drew could use a big win, really, because to be honest, he hasn't gotten a lot of bigger wins. I mean, he won at WrestleMania over Damian, but he lost that rivalry altogether. And he lost a cage match against him.
Yeah. I mean, what was that? 2 Saturday Night's main events?
So
Was that the last one?
that was the last one, yeah.
Shit.
All right, and of course you got the main event match. The Ring General Gunther defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Goldberg in his home state, his hometown, in his final match as well. So, I mean, I think we probably both figure the same person's going to win this match, but how long of a match do you really think this is going to be?
To be honest, I feel like this is not going to. Goldberg's what? 50-something years old?
Yeah. Goldberg's in his 50s.
How much can he go? I mean, I don't think he could go a full 15 minutes.
Yeah. A lot of his matches in his second run in WWE were like, what, 5 minutes max or something like that, 5-10 minutes. So I personally don't think it's going to go past maybe 12 minutes. Yeah.
If he could go 8.5 minutes,
that'll only
I
be
would
if
be
Gunther
happy.
allows it, pretty much. Right? As long as they don't do a ring the bell, spear, jackhammer, 1, 2, 3, then I'll be happy, honestly. But
yeah,
I don't see that happening because I don't see Goldberg going out with the world title. I got the retaining.
I don't want to say this, because I don't want to, but I track record with WWE sometimes really pisses me off. But why do I feel you do not want Goldberg to lose in his home state?
I mean, it'd get a huge pop. But...
Okay, so I'm not making a prediction on this. I don't know, for some reason. I feel like when they made this match way back at Bad Blood, because it was going to go to that, I felt like when Jay beat Gunther, I was like, okay, we're going to get that match with Goldberg without the World Heavyweight Championship involved. Because I was like, Goldberg don't need to retire as world champion. I was like, okay, good. Jay's the champ. Then Jay lost the belt back to Gunther, and I'm like, oh God, I hope they don't do this, but this is WWE. Why do I feel like the reason why they put the belt back on Gunther is to give Goldberg his final time as world champion? I could be dead wrong,
It,
but
I hope you are.
do you want?
I mean, you give it to him, then where do we go from there with all time?
He maybe, I don't know. Maybe you just because I saw it today because I was watching First Take. Goldberg was on there talking. Yeah, Goldberg was on there talking about his career, and he said, "What happens if you win the world title? What you do?" He says, "I don't know yet. Well, we'll have to see tomorrow night." I'm like, oh, please hope they're not gonna give him the title, and then they're gonna create a tournament, and the finals is gonna be at SummerSlam, of whoever. I hope they don't do that. Or maybe they have Seth cash in and win the title right there.
That'd be better. I mean, I know they love their tournaments, but we've had so many tournaments lately. We don't need another one to crown a new world champion. So
I want Gunther to win because I'm like Goldberg.
I'd rather see the cash in if Goldberg ends up winning.
I mean, Goldberg don't need the title. I mean, do you want Goldberg to go out as champ and then Gunther attacks him and then Seth wins the title tomorrow night and then him and Gunther goes at it at SummerSlam one-on-one? It's like, I don't know, because WWE does some weird shit from people. I mean, they botched Kurt Angle's retirement. I mean, this is Goldberg. I mean, do you want him to not win the title? I mean, I don't want him to win the title. I feel like his time has passed. He has won titles. But this one's a really tricky one.
Right.
Yeah.
What if neither man wins and Seth cashes in on this match?
Either way, I don't know. Because, hell, maybe El Grande Americano will come out and win the title. I mean, because we haven't seen Ludwig Kaiser.
Oh, Lord, don't even get me started on that joke.
I mean, I'm sorry, but and the other thing I gotta say this, El Grande Americano, but I'm still trying to figure out where is Ludwig Kaiser, because I haven't seen him in like a couple of months.
Yeah, well. Anyway, that's the card currently for Saturday night's main event. Like I said, usually there's 5 matches, so they might end up adding another one, but we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
In Atlanta. I'm kind of surprised Cody doesn't have a match in Atlanta, so. All right, that brings us to the main thing we're here to talk about, of course. Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Live on Peacock here in the States, Netflix nationwide. Evolution, the all-women's premium live event, second ever in WWE history. Way overdue to get this. But like you were saying earlier, the build-up to it has been so lackluster. Unfortunately, I feel like a lot of that is due to what happened to Liv Morgan. Because Liv and Nikki were set to start off their rivalry and they were going to have a match at Evolution. And Liv was supposed to be a big part of Evolution. I think that might have snowballed it in a way, but still, WWE could have done a better job building up to this PLE. I have heard, though, ticket sales were pretty bad at first, but over the last couple of days, they have gotten it to, they only have about maybe 300 seats, if that, left available now after all the promotions that Nikki Bella and Charlotte Flair have done. That was opening up seats as well. Yeah. So be interesting to see the women get center stage and see how they show up and show out again. The first Evolution was a pretty good show. I expect this one to be even better because there's a lot more talent in WWE now than what there was back then, in my opinion.
Oh, hands down.
All right. So the first match we're going to talk about, we kind of talked a little bit about it earlier when we were talking about the Great American Bash. That, of course, being the NXT Women's Championship match. You got Jordynne Grace going up against the champion, JC Jane, who will have Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix in her corner. John, who's not with us, did send over his predictions. His prediction for this match is that Jordynne Grace will walk out the new NXT Women's Champion. What says you, Eddie?
I love Johnny. You know, we both do. We both care for him. But I feel like it's going to be JC Jane winning because if you look at TNA Wrestling, Masha I can never say her damn name right.
Slamovich.
JC Jane has been, Slamovich will face the winner of this match in a champion versus champion match at Slammiversary.
Winner takes it.
They already did. Yeah, for both titles will be on the line at Slammiversary. Reason why I'm not saying Jordynne Grace because I love Jordynne Grace, but it's been there, done that. And I feel like it's not her time yet. JC Jane has been working her ass off since Toxic's Attraction. So I'm going with JC Jane to retain, and then the shocker at Slammiversary, she wins the TNA Women's Championship and becomes a women's champion at Slammiversary with the NXT title.
So I'm partially going to agree with you. I'm going to agree with JC Jane walking out of Evolution still NXT Women's Champion. However, I think that TNA deserves a little more exposure and would deserve for Masha Slamovich to walk out of Slammiversary with both the knockouts and the NXT Women's Championship. I mean, the current TNA World Champion is an NXT superstar.
Yeah, so
what better way to repay TNA? That's my thinking on that, anyways. I think JC wins it. Masha at Slammiversary. And don't get me wrong, like you said, I'm a fan of Jordynne Grace's as well, but I feel like she's going to be moving up to the main roster with the draft looming after SummerSlam. So I don't feel like they just give her a short run as NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah.
All right. And the next match we got, it's probably going to be the main event, but I'm just going in order of what they got on the Wikipedia page. The WWE Women's Championship on the line as Rhea Ripley challenges the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky, for that Women's Championship. Now, you can't talk about this match without mentioning Rhea Ripley has never beaten Io Sky in a one-on-one match. With that being said, John and I both are going with Rhea Bloody Ripley walking out the new women's champion Evolution.
I think we all have a three-peat with this because I'm going with Mommy. I mean, no offense to EO, but she hasn't been featured on TV that much, and she's the women's world champion. She's the and she hasn't been on TV that much, but Rena has. So I'm going with Mommy.
Nice. And we could be wrong. I mean, EO could potentially walk out with the title, but they keep mentioning and harping on the fact that Rhea's never beaten EO so much. It's almost like a given that it's got to change at some point. So I can see that closing out Evolution, like I said as well. But we'll see. So then we got the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the Tag Team Championships. Representing Raw, you've got the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. NXT's got Sol Ruka, who is their women's North American champion currently, and Zarya. And then SmackDown's got Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss all challenging against Raquel Rodriguez and of course, the prodigy Roxanne Perez for the women's tag team titles. I could see this going just about any team winning it, but again, John and I did agree on this one as well. We both got the new tag team of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss walking out with the women's tag titles.
We're going 3 for 3. I see Charlotte and Alexa winning the tag team titles.
All right. That brings us to... Oh, I thought they'd show me on there, but no, that's okay. The Battle Royal, where the winner will go on to face a world champion at Clash in Paris towards the end of August. Currently announced for that Battle Royal, you got Stephanie Becker, Ivy Nile, Nia Jax, of course, the Hall of Famer Nikki Bella, Natalia, Maxine Dupree, Kalani Jordan, Jada Parker, Lola Vice, Lash Legend, Izzy Dame, Tatum Paxley, Zelina Vega, Candice LeRae, and, of course, the United States Women's Champion, Julia. I'm sure more will be added to it, probably including Chelsea Green and her Secret Herbalist, among others.
Oh man. Okay. So I got Stephanie Valcare winning the Women's Revolution Battle Royal.
I mean, I could see making a case for some other women, but this makes it 3 for 3 for us again. We all agreed we got Stephanie walking out of the Battle Royal as the victor and getting a future women's title shot.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see. I mean, either way, with Rhea and Io both being faces, it doesn't say it's against their brand's champion, though, so who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it goes down from there.
Do we pick any? Did you and John pick any surprise entry into this women's battle royal?
No.
Damn, I mean, I got one person.
Who's that?
I got one person I think would be nice to see return back. Paige.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'll go one up, yeah. Right around I mean, you think of Paige, you think of one other woman, because they go hand in hand and they traded titles before. Her husband happened to return to the company a couple years ago, and there's been talks about it. She's been mentioned. They posted a video about her on the YouTube channel. It's time for AJ Lee to come home, and I would love to see her return in this battle royal.
How many years since she left?
If she does, she needs to win it. But it was either 2014. I think it was like summer 2014 because it was January of 2014 was when Punk left. So I think it was that summer afterwards that AJ's contract was up. So it's been 11 years.
Wow. Hey, but I gotta ask you.
And yes, we picked AJ as a Rumble.
Is there any TNA competitors a part of this?
None currently. Who knows if there could be, but they haven't announced any.
You know what would be shocking if Tessa Blanchard enters that
that
battle royal.
Right? We'll see what happens. There could be all kinds of surprises. I mean, Nikki's in there. You could potentially see Brie Bella, but I don't know. I kind of feel bad for Nikki. But some people might not agree with feeling that way for her. But she goes from having a big match with Alexa Bliss, whether it was going to be a singles match or a tag team match, to getting thrown into this battle royal. It just feels like a bit of a downgrade for Nikki. She has said this isn't a one and done for her, or a two and done, if you will, since she was in the Royal Rumble. She has said in the press interviews and everything that she is back in WWE for a while. So we'll see what happens with Nikki Bella going forward. But still feel like they should have found something better for her than just throwing her in this battle royal. That's my personal opinion. Anyway.
I don't know, because I feel like, I mean, hell, they could have put the Bella Twins into that fatal four-way if they wanted to.
Yeah. That's viewers at dreamboo.net. Okay, whatever that is. Thanks for the comment, I guess, but yeah, I personally thought the Bella Twins would have came back and been in that tag team title match, but I don't know if they just couldn't come to an agreement with Brie to bring her back or not, or what the situation was there, but still, they could have done something with it. There's plenty of women on the roster. All right. I don't even know if that came. Yeah, that wasn't in there. That brings us to the women's championship match. Earlier was a women's world title match. I said women's championship, but it's Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton, of course, defending the title against Trish Stratus, the Hall of Famer. A match again just thrown together randomly last week. Should be a fun match. First championship, singles championship match that Trish Stratus has had since she originally retired and had that match and won the title in Toronto back in 2006. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes down. I'm sure you probably agree with John and I here. Can't see Tiffany not walking out with the gold. So we both got Tiffany walking out still women's champion.
I love Trish, but
Me too.
I mean, who doesn't love Trish Stratus? Oh God, yes.
Right?
Yeah, I see Tippy Time winning. Like you said, what storyline do you have for this match? It's just basically throwing shit to the wall and making a matchup.
Right. Pretty much. Um, so the next match gets a little more interesting. Uh, it has been announced it's a no holds barred match, and it's a rematch, of course, from WrestleMania. Just got the no holds barred match is the only difference now. You got Jade Cargill, the Queen of the Ring, going up against Miss Money in the Bank herself, Naomi, in what should be a hell of a match. Um, this match, to me, might be on the same level as maybe not quite as the same level, but close to it, as the women's last woman standing match that we had at the first Evolution between Charlotte and Becky.
Mm. Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like this match is going to steal the show. I mean, who knows about the triple threat match for the IC title, but this one's gonna be really good because it's a different thing, and I know it's gonna sound weird, but I gotta go with Miss Money in the Bank. Naomi to win. I feel like Naomi's got to win. She has to redeem herself from WrestleMania, and then we get the blow off when the world title match is at SummerSlam. When hopefully Naomi cashes in at SummerSlam.
Right.
But yeah, we all know that Jade Cargill is going to win. I don't know why, but WWE does this. I feel like Tiffany Stratton now, and I love her work, but it's starting to get stale.
Oh, I agree with that. In ways, it is. Um, I agree with you. I got Naomi getting the win here. Some shenanigans. I don't know if somebody gets involved and helps Naomi or what, but I just feel like you said, Naomi needs to get her win back from losing at WrestleMania, and then who knows? You mentioned the cash in at SummerSlam. This match could take place before Tiffany and Trish. Naomi could walk out of Evolution as the women's champion, which could lead to another match between her and Jade at SummerSlam, or could lead to a triple threat since Tiffany would want her rematch as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. John did go against us. He's got Jade Cargill walking out the victor in this match. So
For shame.
then comes the match that many people on social media, and I personally agree with it, say should be the main event of Evolution. It'd be history in the making if it does main event Evolution. But we'll see what happens. The triple threat match, as you kind of alluded to there, for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. You got Lyra Valkyria and Bayley challenging the man, Becky Lynch, for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Should be a hell of a match, whether it main events or not. It should main event, in my opinion, like I said. But big spotlight for that Women's Intercontinental title. Either way.
Oh yes. Definitely. I think this match is going to be. Like you said. I think this should be the main event of Evolution because of the star power. Um, I don't know what you and John has, but I feel like you gotta keep the belt on Becky. Um, because I feel like Big Time Bex is just getting started with this title, and she is the second woman's Intercontinental Champion. But I just feel like either somebody's turning, either you're having Bailey turn because her her face run has been shit since last year. When she turned face after Damage Control, or you have, you know, Lyra Valkyria turn, because I don't know, this is another match that got thrown together, but it's been paced, but it's like, okay,
It's got the
we
best
know
build on the
Becky's
show.
yeah, but you know what? I gotta go with Big Time Bex. I feel like she's gonna make this title. I love Lyra, but I feel like her run as champion was good, but that belt needs to be more recognized because it's a brand new title.
I get that. John agrees with you. He's also got Becky retaining. I, on the other hand, am going to go the opposite way. I can see Becky retaining it. Like you said, it's kind of early on in her title reign, and maybe it's just part of me that's a fan of hers. And I'm a fan of Becky, don't get me wrong, and of Lyra's. But I'm going to go with Bayley walking out with the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I mean, the poor woman got her spot taken away from her at WrestleMania. She got left off the WrestleMania card. I feel like this would be something to kind of ease that from her, I guess, in a way, or to give her back for giving up that spot at WrestleMania. But we'll see what happens. Either way, like I said, I think this match should main event. We'll see whether it does or if it goes on earlier in the show. I expect Evolution to be a great show, though. It's going to be a fun 2 days, 3 days if you count tonight. Because tonight, not only do we have Friday Night SmackDown, but Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor is tonight as well. Not that many people probably know that or pay attention to it. I couldn't tell you much of what's going on in that show, but
yeah, I don't. Yeah. Only that I know that MJF has a kosher pickle. I mean, I mean, I don't know.
I know the only match I know for sure on Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor tonight is, well, there's a couple matches I probably could get to, but the main event's going to be Bandito defending the Ring of Honor World Title against Konosuke Takeshita. So,
oh wow, that's gonna be a good match, and I know Thunder Rosa is going up against Athena.
yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, for the women's title. So. Could we potentially see the Wyatt Six finally win some gold tonight on SmackDown? Loomis and Gacy getting a rematch against the tag team champions, the Street Profits, tonight on SmackDown. So we'll see what happens there.
I hope so.
I do too. I do like how they've been building the entire tag team division, having to go after the Wyatts or vice versa too. But
the match already happened.
Which match did?
Apparently these matches already happened. It's going on right now. Supercard of Honor.
Huh. I thought it was later tonight.
Yeah, it says Blake Christensen defeat Jay Lethal by submission. What? The Dark Order defeat. I don't know who the hell he is. The Dark Order defeats the Frat House. Well, that's a good name. The Von Erichs versus the Premier Athletes. I don't know what that is. Yeah, right now they're doing
pre-show. That's
ongoing.
why.
Yeah. And then
New athletes is Ari Daivari and Tony
Adam,
Nese.
Adam Priest. Is that how you say that guy's name? I thought it was Adam Pierce. I'm like, wait, why is Adam Pierce doing a match?
Yeah, Priest, like Damian Priest.
I was like, Nick Wayne is going up against Titan.
Yeah, I seen a picture for that during Collision last night. I was like, who the hell is Titan?
Oh, I thought it was Tyrus. I'm like, wait, somebody better call his mama.
No, not him.
Okay, this is weird. Mina Shirakawa versus winner becomes the interim Ring of Honor Women's World Television Champion.
Yeah, that's what I was just reading. That's why I said, huh. Okay.
Oh, Red Velvet must got injured.
Oh, was she the Women's World Television Champion?
Yeah.
You know more than I do.
The Sons of Texas versus the Infantry. Oh, what a name, Tony Khan. You are great. Oh, I thought it said Blue Pants. Blue Panther. I was like, oh my God, she's back.
Right.
I don't know. Man, so much wrestling this weekend. It's like, oh shit.
There is other wrestling going on. I know in other promotions as well this weekend, but those are the main shows.
Is it Matt Cardona? Is it Matt Cardona going up against Shansi and
GCW
in a match this weekend? Yeah.
This weekend or not? Hold on. Oh, they got a show tonight at 8 as well. Apparently GCW does. Game Changer Wrestling. Live from Dallas. Effie versus Atticus. Yep, Shotzi goes against Matt Cardona. Also on that card, by the way, my friend, former Fuego del Sol, KJ Orso, aka Cage, goes up against Sam Stackhouse in an I Quit match as well. The guy who
Oh
beat
my
up
God.
losing his mask.
Oh my God. I mean,
Man, yeah, they got a pretty good card on there for GCW because they also got Effie faces Atticus Cogar for the GCW World Title in the main event. Matt Tremont faces John Wayne Murdoch for the Ultraviolent title. Elena Black, formerly known as Cora Jade, faces Priscilla Kelly, formerly known as Gigi Dolan.
nice. There's going to be a lot of titties and ass flying in that one.
Right. They got a tag team title match. Ninja Mac and Dante Leon versus YDNP, I think is what it says. Not sure who those guys are really, but Joey Janela faces Man Like Darius, who at one point was rumored to be signing with WWE. I don't know whatever happened to that. Oh my gosh. Mance Warner steps in the ring against, get this, Ricky Morton.
For God's sakes. Would he stop thinking it's the rock and roll 80s?
I know, right?
I swear to God. Is Jim Cornette in this corner?
And his son Kerry Morton is in a match as well against one called Manders. Alrighty.
Yeah, is Jim Cornette there too? That we don't have to
And
worry
then
about.
for anybody that maybe, and then in the last match, they got 10 matches there. Some guys from Evolve, you'll recognize some of these names if you watch Evolve, will be a part of it. As you got Cappuccino Jones, Jack Cartwheel, Gringo, Ash, Tormenta, and Flacco in a 6-person match. Cappuccino Jones and
Okay, that name.
Jack Cartwheel both really involved.
Okay, that name, Cappuccino Jones, the best wrestler name in the world.
You think so?
I mean, I yeah. At least it's not. At least it's not Monty. At least it's not Marcus Colbert.
Right? That's called Boss of All Bosses is the name of their show tonight. You can watch that on Triller TV Plus.
So are they like version of ECW?
I think you probably could call it that, I guess, technically, in a way. But
Yeah, I mean, right now, yeah, I mean, we have some good wrestling coming up. People go out there, order it, watch it on Peacock, watch Goldberg's last match ish, because he could do a Ric Flair and wrestle more.
ish.
I mean, who knows? You know, we got some great matches coming up, and yeah, I mean, it's great to be. Oh, hold on, reconnecting. I mean, we got great matches, and then we got stuff we're gonna do, Tony. I mean, we did talk about that we're gonna do maybe another Great American Bash, not the NXT version, people, not the WWE watered down version of Great American Bash.
No.
We're gonna be doing the original WCW. I mean,
Yes.
hell, we got
WCW Great American Bash from 1998. What you're talking about, so.
Most definitely, I have been watching that, and then after I'm done with that, I've been watching SummerSlam '88. I go back and watch old ones. I mean, I was there in '88. I mean, yeah, we're gonna be doing great stuff. I mean, we're gonna be doing, talking about some good matches of '98. I looked at the '99 card of Great American Bash. Yeah, it was trash. I mean, it was trash.
Because I didn't know for sure. I just seen the main event. So we could always talk about the 2001 where Hogan beat Jarrett to win the world title.
Oh God, no! Oh no! Oh God, no! No, hell no! Oh hell no! I mean,
I was joking.
I mean, no. Oh, I know, but no. I mean, but yeah, we're back into this. We're looking forward to doing stuff with you fine folks. And I have no idea what else to talk about because we did all the. This is just. I mean, this is when everything goes downhill and when WWE overkill shit for the weekend.
Well, I wouldn't put quite that way because I'm going to enjoy all of it, but still.
Oh no, I
anyways,
am. I am too.
But yeah, we'll plan on doing that. I'm going to say we'll probably do that Wednesday because I still got to watch the Great American Bash again. I mean, I could get to it Monday night if Tuesday works better for you. Either Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those two. We'll figure it out.
That's fine because right now I'm watching Canyon versus Paris. Oh no, wait, I just watched that one. Dean Malenko versus Chris Jericho for the vacated cruiserweight championship. That's where I was at the end of it.
Nice. The following week, though, do we want to do like we do with WrestleMania, do a SummerSlam review show from last year's SummerSlam?
Yeah, I think we should do last year's SummerSlam. Where the fuck was it last year? Cleveland?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think we should do a review of of that. That'd be great. I mean,
what is that? I'm looking, but I can't see it because it's such a small calendar. That one we'd do on Wednesday the 23rd because that's the only day I got off that week, besides Sunday that following.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, we never. Yeah, let's do that. I think that'd be great. But
and then, of course, during the week of SummerSlam, we're looking at the end of July. We'll just have to pick a day because I don't know my full schedule quite yet that week. I know I'll be working Monday through Friday because I took the weekend off. But I can do something after work on that Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. We'll have to get with Johnny and see what works best for him to do our prediction show.
Yeah. Hey, I got something. We could say it all camera, or we could do it here. I have a little difference. I know we're doing a prediction show. Here's something I was thinking. Maybe we should see what the fans want, and they could go on Tiger Talk Wrestling, leave a comment. We can do our top five SummerSlam matches, and we can do our 5 of our worst matches of SummerSlam.
You could do something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's...
I mean, get SummerSlam because we got some time.
Right.
Let's get the fans with something. I was thinking. Okay, so out of all the top 5, out of all the matches of SummerSlam that is through the years, what is your top 3 favorite SummerSlam matches?
That's an interesting question. There's been so many matches over the years. I could tell you easily what the first. No, go ahead.
I'll give you my top 3. And then we could talk about it. My top 3 has got to be hands down. We got to go back to Wembley Stadium, 1992, for the Intercontinental Championship. The brother-in-laws, Bret the Hitman Hart versus the British Bulldog. What a match. 2 of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time at it for the Intercontinental title in the main event. That was my first. Hands down, that was my first. I think that was one of the greatest matches of all time for that one. Second one, I always felt like, and this is another, let's go to the previous one in Madison Square Garden. Another Intercontinental Championship match. You have to go Bret versus Perfect for the Intercontinental Championship. I thought that one, I was there. I thought Bret Hart winning his first singles match for the Intercontinental title against Mr. Perfect was the greatest match because them two guys put on a show in that
Yeah.
one. And mm, and I got to figure out what the third one is. I third shit. Let me see. I feel like the third one was Triple H and my back. I think the third one has to be. I know it was a little sloppy, but it was good. You go to '98, and you had Austin and Barney.
Yeah. Good picks. No love for Undertaker versus Undertaker? Come on, man.
Motherfucker, that's one of the worstest one of. Are you fucking kidding me? That was one of the worstest fucking matches in the world. No offense to primetime Brian Lee. I liked Brian Lee when he was a part of the Disciples of Apocalypse. But are you fucking kidding me? That was one of the shittiest matches of all time.
I had to get your reaction to it though. No, but if I picked, I would agree with Brett and Davey as one of the top three. But no offense to Brett and Perfect, but I'd put Brett and Owen in their steel cage match at SummerSlam up there as well.
That one, no, that one too. That one too. You know, that one was a good one because man, they went tooth and nail in that one.
And how can you forget when you think SummerSlam? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but was it not SummerSlam where you had the Dudleys, the Hardys, and Edge and Christian?
Yeah, that one's a good one too. You know, and here's another one from that. I always felt like the good one, but I feel like Intercontinental Championship match between Ravage, Rick Rude, and the Ultimate Warrior was good because, and it's not Warrior's fault because he cut some shit, but Rick Rude made him look like $1 million.
Right. Well, on the topic of the Intercontinental Championship, also SummerSlam wise, you can't forget the ladder match between The Rock and Triple H.
That one too. What about Shawn and Razor?
I wouldn't put their SummerSlam ladder match up there with their WrestleMania one. I didn't think it was as good. He's gone. I didn't boot him, I swear, but we could talk at length about these different SummerSlam matches as SummerSlam's coming up here in 3 weeks' time from this weekend. So we will be back on the air next week, like I said, either Tuesday night or Wednesday night. Just stay tuned. We'll let you know for Great American Bash look back. If you watch this at any point, sorry, Hayden, we haven't gotten to GLWA stuff in quite a while. We've been busy with other stuff in life. We'd like to get back to that at some point in time. We'll see what happens with there. And this weekend should be a fun weekend when you got Saturday night's main event. You got the Great American Bash, All In, Evolution. Just enjoy wrestling. I know a lot of people like to say, hey, I'm picking one over the other. I like all of it. Enjoy some of it more than the rest, but just enjoy wrestling. It's what we're here for. Eddie says he's so sorry. Apparently, it kicked me off. That's okay. I'm just going to wrap things up here. Thanks, Eddie, for being in as always. Thank you guys for watching, whether you're watching now or you watch later. It's much appreciated. Give us a like, hit that subscribe button. give us a comment. Would be nice. Every once in a while. Oh, Eddie's right here. Will give us our outro. Give us both a chance to end it here in a moment. Decided you didn't need to be here anymore,
huh? I don't know. The damn thing just said I was doing my wrestling moment, damn it.
So, well, you're back though.
Yeah, I had to restart the damn thing again, but yes. Tony said, I agree with him. Just enjoy wrestling this week. This week is going to show how hard these entertainers work. I mean, hopefully, nobody gets hurt, but yeah. So that's something I gotta say. It's gonna be a great time for wrestling. Make sure you guys have Peacock, so you don't have to pay for Revolution or Great American Bash or all this other stuff. And if you want to watch AEW, just make sure that you have a copy next to you because it's going to be a long show. So
yeah,
just have fun.
Yep, and just remember, of course, I'll give this out there again. All In starts at 3:00 Eastern, just like Great American Bash does on Peacock tomorrow afternoon. Then tomorrow evening at 8:00 on Peacock and NBC, you get Saturday night's main event. Sunday at 7:00 is when Evolution goes live on Peacock in the U.S., Netflix around the world.
Yep.
Those are our plugs for those shows. Again, we'll see you guys here either next Tuesday or Wednesday with our Great American Bash review show, retrospective, from 1998. We'll look back, talk about it anyways. So, should be a fun time. With that said, you can preview your take here when you stop recording. Huh, okay. With that said, for Eddie, I'm Tony. We are out of here. We'll catch you guys next time. Later.
See.